All right, welcome to 2024. We're kicking the year again with classes for mental health. Remember, I'm here on the 3rd of the month, and next week will be Adam, and Dawn is also with Yoga Nidra. So just thank you to the Parkinson's Foundation for offering these classes to us at no cost. And just find a moment, right? Just kind of tune into your breath. Remember, if you have a little bit of anxiety or depression, keep your eyes open, just looking straight ahead. If you're comfortable closing your eyes and that feels okay for you today, you're welcome to do so. Just find a moment of silence as we tune into the present moment. Beginning to make the breath a little bit deeper. And as we exhale, see if we can let go of some tension or holding that we might be feeling in the body. We're going to start right away with some movement. We're going to do the sun salutation seated. So we'll start lifting the arms up, breathing in. And as we exhale, we swan dive, we come halfway. Inhale that halfway lift, and exhale, we fold all the way down or halfway. Inhale, lifting that left leg up, bringing it in, dropping, opening the arms, switching the leg, coming back up. Inhale, reach. Again, we swan dive, coming down above the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, coming up, lifting that left leg up, opening the arms up, and bringing the other leg in. Coming back to center. Reach up, come into a seated chair. We start adding the chair, interlace the fingers, hinging forward, pressing up. And then coming back to Samasthiti, right, heart center. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, we swan dive. Hands above the knees, come into a halfway lift and down, bringing the abdomen into the legs. This time, as we lift the leg up, we extend the leg. Release, open up, lift the other leg, extend it out. And then we come back into a seated chair. Interlace the finger and hinge your way forward as you lift the heels off the floor, right? So adding a little bit more each time. And then we come back into Samasthiti. Arms up, breathe in. Breathe out, swan dive, hands above the knees. Inhale, halfway lift of the spine. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lifting, left leg up, extend that leg forward, kick the foot, open up, release it. Last time here, reach up, extend, bring it back, release it. Finding that seated chair, we interlace the fingers, we lift the heels off the floor. And then we come back into Samasthiti. All right, take a pause here. Allow the eyes to close if that feels comfortable, or find a place to look straight ahead. Take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Let it go. Again, inhale. And one more time. Press the arms out, finding circle of joy. So bringing a smile to the face as we lift the arms up. Bring the arms to the side, and we got to hinge either forward, interlacing the fingers, opening the chest, or if you don't reach back there, just grab the sides of the chair. Come back in. This is a flow movement called circle of joy. So we really don't stop anywhere. Reach up, arms out to the side, bring them behind, interlace the fingers, open the chest, arms lift up a little bit. Bring it back to center. We'll do it one more time. Press out. Arms up. Very good. Yes, very good. Good memory. Bring the arms to the side. Bring it behind. Interlace the fingers. Open the chest. And then coming back to center. Let's warm up the spine, adding a twist. Looking over to the back. Bring it to center. Long spine brings you to the other side. One more to each side, maybe going a little bit deeper. As you look over the back shoulder, try to find a point to look at, a neutral point, right? Could be a chair, a smudge on the wall, whatever it is. On the next breath, do the same thing as you twist over to the other side. Find a neutral point. That focal point is going to bring you into the present moment, right? It's not going to let the mind wander and go here and go there. And then bringing it back to center. That's what we want with mental health, right? That keeps the anxiety away. Reach those arms up and overhead. And on the next breath, lean over towards this side. Connect to that sensation of opening on one end and closing on the other end. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale over to the other side. Let's bring that one more time to each side. Reach a little bit deeper. And one last time. And bringing it all the way and up to center. And bring the hands down. Take a breath in and out here in Samasthiti. Again, if you feel like anytime, right? Those long exhales are going to calm the mind, it's going to calm the nervous system. So feel free to take as many as you want. Interlace the fingers, press those arms out one more time. And then this time, the hands are going to come in, palms of the hands facing down as you find that seagull breath. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, bring the elbows to touch if that is feasible. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Two more times. Inhale, lift. Last one. Press the arms out, round through the back, pressing that back all the way to the back of the room, the arms to the front. Open the arms, squeeze the shoulders into the back, lift the chest. On the next breath, hold the knees and find cat-cow. Rounding on the exhale, lifting the chest and squeezing the shoulders on the inhale. Continue moving with that gentle flow, rounding and lifting. Do one more round each. And then we find neutral spine coming back to center. We'll start moving the head in some gentle circles, warming up the neck. Now notice how that feels like. And then as you switch the rotation to the other side, notice if it feels the same. Or is one side feeling a little bit tighter or has a little bit more tension? Let's do that one more time to the other side. A little bit slower this time, like slow motion. Now, as you rotate your head, you take deep breath into the neck. Switch direction very slowly, deepening the breath. All right, and then we bring it back to center. All right, let's warm up a little bit more through the lower back as we add those circles with our trunk. All right, one of those movements we do in every class, just wakes up the whole body. All right, the whole area of the hips and low back. Go the other direction. All right, we find those empty coat sleeves. Just make sure you don't hit the chair on the side, hurt yourself. So just side to side seated. We'll do this standing in a little bit. Just let the arms be heavy as if you had no arms and just long sleeves. Very good. Loosen up. And then bring it back to center. Find the arms in an eagle shape. So that means you're going to stack the elbows, and then maybe the forearms and the hands meet. If they don't, that's okay. Just try to stack the elbows as best you can. Lift the elbows up a little bit away from the chest, and then drop them down. Do that 3 times. Inhaling on the way up and letting the breath out on the way down. All right, come back to neutral, keeping the elbows away from the chest, and then rotate a little bit over to the side, like your spine rotates, not your arms. Very good, yes, and then to the other side. One more to each side. And then bringing it back to center. We'll switch the arm on the top. Again, move it up and down a few times. And then we rotate it over to the side, a couple times each side. And then we release. Take a moment, let the arms go down, find seated chair or seated mountain rather. On your next breath, we find the chair once again. This time, as we come into a seated chair, we're going to go into a twist. So the hands are going to come to heart center. You're either going to bring the elbow into the opposite leg, or if that is not happening for your back, then stay halfway in the middle rather than bringing the elbow down. See how you do. And then twist and look over the shoulder. Again, finding a point to look at as you look to the ceiling. Come back to center. Take a moment to come back all the way up. And on the next breath, moving down onto the other side. Again, the point that you look up towards the ceiling, you're keeping a soft gaze, right? No staring or anything like that. And then slowly bringing it all the way and back to center. All right, let's warm up from the hips. So we're going to open the feet a little bit, and we're going to let the knee drop on the inside. And then we're going to come back to center. So don't go too far, just a little bit of movement here in the hip joint, side to side. Now, hopefully your chair is letting you slide and you're not getting stuck as you do this. Very good. All right, next time you make it over towards this side, move the hips and turn them over towards the knee, the direction of the knee. Square your hips over to the side and then lift the chest a little bit as you squeeze the shoulder blades into the back. Okay, next breath, if the arms are up for it, reach those arms up and overhead. As long as you can bring that trunk and the arms, but continuing to press the lower body from hips down towards the ground. All right, come back to center. Hands come back to the middle, and you come over towards the other side. Again, take your time to square your hips, lifting the chest, the arms, the crown of the head to the ceiling. And then bringing it to center, the hands, and keeping the legs wide. Okay, keep the legs wide. Release the hands over to the knees. We're going to find an S shape with the spine. So we go folding forward, rounding the back, and lifting the chest. So think of making an S with your trunk. Let's do that one more time. And then see if you can reverse that. So you were coming forward and back. Now you drop the belly first and lift the chest, and you're going in the other direction. See if you can rock a little bit into your pelvis. So you come into the tailbone and up. 2 more times. That one feels a little more difficult than the other one, at least for me. All right, bring the shoulder into the opposite knee. You don't have to get all the way there, but you are crossing that midline. Bring it to center, over to the other side. Back to center, over to the side. You can press the other inner part of the knee out and back. And once you're even on both sides, coming back to center, walking the feet all the way in. All right, so let's warm up a bit more through the hip as we do a little circle. And then the other direction, so a couple each direction. And then we kick that knee in and out. just a couple times. Hold the leg all the way up and rotate, warming up the foot. And the other direction. Again, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So first 2 circles, the other way. Hold the leg and extend it out and in twice. Again, just rotating at the ankle. And the other way. All right, very good. Bounce the feet, just waking the bottom of the feet. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of tapping, beginning from the bottom to the top. So we just tap the leg. Now this is tapping with will, right? With power, unless there's pain or anything like that. The other leg. Now this is one of those things you can do every single day. It connects the mind and the body. It increases energy flow, circulation. Come into the back. Try to come up towards the kidneys. Front of the hips, lower abdomen again. Come a little bit more gentle above the navel. And then, unless there's a pacemaker, we tap here in the chest. Breathe in. Let the breath out. Deep breath in through the nose. Let it out. All right, tapping here on the shoulder. Turn the palm of the hand facing up, and we go through the inside of the arm, all the way to the hand, and back up. Next time you make it all the way down, turn the palm of the hand facing down. Getting from the shoulder, top of the arm, all the way to the fingers. All right, take a moment, just pause and notice that arm. Close your eyes. Notice the other arm. Notice if you see any difference or notice any difference. You don't see it. You feel it. Very good. Now we go on the other side. Top the shoulder, palm of the hand facing up. We go through the inside. Next time you make it down, go on the top of the arm. Out on the shoulder and then back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale. Notice the increase in the heart rate. Notice the whole body, right? That's energy. That tingly, warm sensation. That's the feeling of energy. All right, we're going to go center of the forehead with your 2 fingers. Center of the forehead. And then we go down, below the lip, and above the lip. Alternate. Below the lip, above the lip. And then get both fingers on both hands. And then go through the sinuses, temple, all the way to the forehead. Just don't touch the soft tissue under the eye. All right, very good. Wake up, brain, wake up. We tap the crown of the head and all around the hairline. Back of the head towards the medulla. Wake up, brain, wake up. We're going to pause, take a moment again, close your eyes. Right? Different things we do have different impact on the body and the mind. Right? So stopping to notice, what is this doing for me? Why am I doing this? Right? And can I do this if it feels like I'm waking up energy is releasing anxiety? Right? I can repeat that. So tools you're learning. All right, rub the palms together, create heat in the hands. Get in between the fingers. All right, now we tap the fingertips, just the fingertips. And then we're going to find little movement as if we're moving through water. All right, so the first one is open and close. You hold the hands. This is closed. Little ball is closed. A ball the width of the shoulder is open. Now move in and out without stopping. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Nice and slow. The hands are always facing each other. We're going to add to this. You're going to go inhale in, exhale, push forward. Inhale in, exhale out. Continue. Pushing through the side. Inhale, push, exhale, right? Letting go of whatever you don't need. Inhale, exhale. Continue to deepen the breath. The movement is not very important. It's that deep breath you're taking. That's what's going to make the change. We go from the top all the way around. Breathe in, collecting prana, collecting energy. And we exhale, bringing that energy within the body. Inhale, deep breath, exhale. 2 more times. Good pace. We all move together. Take a moment. Again, notice what that did for you. Maybe it did nothing, but maybe it did. And just pay attention to collect that. All right. If you're able to stand up and work behind the chair, we're coming behind our chair. So if you prefer to stay seated or need to stay seated, that is also an option, right? Si prefieren quedarse sentados, está bien. También podemos traer una silla al frente y aguantarnos de la silla que está en el frente. Right? If you want to bring a chair in front of you instead of going behind the chair because of balance, you can do that. All right, we're going to begin just some gentle movements with flow and breath. So we inhale, arms up. As we exhale, again, we swan dive just like we did at the beginning, arms through the side. Hands on the chair, inhale halfway, lift. Exhale all the way into that forward fold. And we add the down dog here. So pressing back to down dog. Take a deep inhale and a full exhale. Bend the knees and press the knees to extend. Again, bend the knees, extend. One more time. On the next breath, bring that right leg between the legs of the chair. We're going to keep both legs straight as we fold forward into pyramid. So notice how both legs are straight, both heels are on the ground, and your trunk is parallel to the floor. Keep your abdominals engaged. Now again, find a point and look at it. Keep your gaze there, bringing you into the present moment. We're going to count the breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. So we inhale for 4, we exhale for 4. You can count in your head or you can count out loud. Finish the next breath, bend the front knee and push the trunk back over the hips. Now I can stay right here or I can bring my arms either in front of me or all the way up. Both arms or one arm or no arms, right? Just depends on your balance. Again, we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Do that one more time. Release that hand down after your next breath. Press all the way back and into down dog. Again, bend the knees a little bit, straighten out through the legs. Again. And on the next breath, bring that left leg between the legs of the chair. Again, we straighten out through that front leg. We fold into the pyramid. Again, square the hips. Take your time to align your pyramid. Then find a point and look straight at it. Soft gaze. Again, find that breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do that a couple more times on your own. Inhale, bend that knee after your next exhale. Again, if the arms are coming up, they do. If not, it's maybe one arm that comes away from the chair. Again, find that point. It's your drishti, right? Your focal point. You're gazing softly at it. Find that breath. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 3, 2, 1. One more time. This time, we're going to bring that leg forward instead of into down dog. And we're going to come into mountain pose. So releasing the hands if possible, or holding on if needed. Try to stack the shoulder over the hips. Breathe in. And breathe out. Long exhales to relax the body. Inhale. Long exhale. All right, we go for a little walk in place, just kind of get the energy going. So remember, if you need to hold on to lift the legs, you walk like this. Otherwise, we go for a walk in place. Very good. All right, getting the heart rate up. And we want to make sure we're lifting opposite arm and leg. So left arm, right leg, left arm. Da la mano puesta a la pierna mientras caminamos. Very good. Okay, whether you need to hold on to the chair or not, we're going to pedal the feet. So lifting the heel off the floor. El talón se alza del piso. And then maybe you move the arms or hold on and just move one arm. And then, of course, alternate with the other arm. A little bit more here. And then we come back to mountain. Take an in breath. Long out breath. In breath. All right, we're going to do some sounds next. So we're going to go, arms are going to come in like this. And you're going to go, ah. I want the sound loud, right? You're working your respiratory muscles and all that. On the exhale, you go, ee. Ah, so take a pause to breathe. Ah, and then come back. Take a moment. Take a moment after the next one. All right, now we go. Ah, oh, ah, oh. One more round. Ah, oh, and then come back to center. Take a moment. Deep inhale, full exhale. Okay, if you want a little bit of water, si quieren un poquito de agua, take a moment. After the water, we'll come back behind the chair. If you feel like you need to sit down, right, you're tired, whatever it is. I know some of you already have taken classes earlier. Just listen to your body. Okay, the counting is coming back. The counting helps us, right? Because let's say I've been doing this for a long time. I get in here and I'm like, oh, I got to go here. Unless my balance is an issue, which every time there's balance, we are not going to be thinking about anything else but balancing. But if I'm here and I'm pre-grounded, I'm like, oh, I got to go here, I got to go there. So that's what creates anxiety, right? All that chatter in the mind. So in the class, we're trying to stay as much as possible in the present moment. We use the breath, of course. We use the challenging poses, but also the counting and finding the drishti, the focal point. So we'll find the balance, opposite arm leg. You can keep the toes on the ground if your balance is off, or you lift a leg up. Of course, I can always hold on with both hands if I need to. So we go, breathe in. Now, if you're able to count to 5, then do 5 inhale, 5 exhale. Switch. But if you're finding that that's too deep of a breath, then do 3 or 4 like we were doing before. Okay, so switch sides, find your focal point, right? So you don't need to look at me. You know, I'm not going to switch it until I say so. And then count your breath. So as you inhale, you do the counting, and as you exhale. Once you finish your round, so if it's 5, you're going to be there a little longer than me. Then switch the leg. So this one, you're switching really when you're done with your own exhale. Very nice. Now, a lot of the times what we do when we do balance is we hold the breath, right? We're just trying to hold for dear life. So adding the counting also reminds us to breathe deeply. All right, let's do one more round. So make sure we finish even on both ends. And then we come back to center. Take your time if you're not done with your counting. All right, loosen up, just move a little side to side. Let the arms be heavy. All right, on the next breath, we find the warriors. So you're gonna open the back. So keep your chair here. I'll move mine to the side so you can see my legs. So back leg straight, these toes point out as the knee follows that second toe. If I'm able to find warrior two with the arms up, do so. Otherwise, please hold on. So trunk, hips facing towards the front. Bring the hands into the heart center, straighten out through the knee. Again, if you're only using one hand, that's fine. Press out, warrior two. Again, inhale, bring it in. Knee straightens. I know, a little coordination. Press out, third time here. And then on the next breath, you're gonna reach all the way back. All the way back, opening the side of the body. Inhale, straight leg brings you all the way forward to triangle. And then brings you back to center. Turn the toes, go into the other side. Warrior two. Again, remember where we look in warrior two, you look over the front hand. I'm looking to the camera just so I can see you. Inhale, straight leg, hands come together. Open up. Together. Open up. Hold it here. Again, reach it all the way back. It's a straight leg that brings you all the way forward to triangle. Inhale, turn the toes, reach the arms, bring those arms behind, interlace the fingers, open the chest. Keeping the legs wide like this, if you're able to fold with the arms back there, fold and lift the arms. Otherwise, another variation is holding onto that chair as you fold the trunk forward. So this one's easier, of course, than if I have my arms all the way back there. Just pick one. And on the next breath, very slowly transitioning all the way up. Take an inhale and exhale. One more time. Deep inhale, full exhale. All right. Toe heel the feet, back into mountain. Try to stack the joints, head over shoulders, shoulder over hips. See if you can move the crown of the head a little bit taller. So you're growing an inch taller right here, whether you're seated or standing. All right. So one more balance and then we'll sit down. So the next balance, I'm going to lift the leg and hold it there for 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to bring heel toe, so the foot is in front. 1, 2, 3. If I don't need to hold on, keep the hands on the hips or airplane. After that third time, come back again. 1, 2, 3. Right in front, heel toe. Okay, make sure you're challenged with what you're doing. We do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Foot in front, 3, 2, 1. Release that leg, shake it off. And then the other side, lift it up. 3, And then in front, bring it up again. In front, last one. And we let it go, shake it off. All right, we come back to the chair, find seated. We're gonna do a couple more of those warriors and then we'll work a little bit in the chest and hips. Okay, try to sit forward on the chair and then just see how the body feels as you open your legs. So think of warrior two, right? Where my front knee is bent, my back leg is straight. You're gonna lift the arms up and overhead in the warrior two, interlace the fingers and press the hands up into the ceiling. Press them up, press them up. And then on the next breath, lean a little bit to the back, but keep the body between two planes of glass. On your next breath, hinge the weight to the side, but keep your chest open to the front. This one is super hard, so you don't have to go very deep into it. Inhale, come back up. Just one to each side. Lean back. And bring it forward slowly. Release the arms and find extended side angle. Reaching that arm over into the front. And then release the hand there and take a pause. So we bring the leg back, we take a moment. All right, we find the other side. So bringing that leg here, extending this leg back. Arms come into that warrior two shape. Very good. Arms come up, interlace the fingers, the other index finger in the front now. So it feels kind of weird. Press up, keep your chest facing towards me. And then lean over to the back a little bit. Keep the arms as straight as possible. Hinge slightly forward if you're thinking about coming into extended side angle. Bring it back. Wait for me to come back in and out of it. Lean back. And then bring it forward. Hold it here. And then on the next breath, release the hand, extended side angle. Pause. And then bring it all the way back. Bring those legs back together. Take a breath in. And breath out. Again, breath in. All right, let's find our figure four stretch. So whether you do figure four with the foot crossed like this and the knee out, or you bring it all the way up, it's up to you, depends on your knee and your hip. So if you come up here and you're not comfortable, you are gonna feel the stretch. It's not gonna be like, you're at the beach, but at least you don't have any pain in the knee and the hip. All right, hinge that way forward. And then bring, so if you have the same leg as me, which I hope you do, right? I'm always your mirror. So I would say I have my right leg up. I'm gonna bring the left arm right here on the leg. I'm gonna use the hand to gently press that knee down. And on the next breath, the right hand goes on the hip and it's gonna help me gently turn a little bit to the side. Inhale, slowly bring it back to center. Draw that foot down and then interlace and reach that leg all the way in. So remember you have a little triangle right here. And then let it go. We won't hold that one too long. Again, so the other side, whether it's down there or up here, inhale, sit nice and tall. Bring your right arm now here and use that right hand to gently press that knee down. Left hand goes on your hip and you gently twist over to that side. Inhale, slowly bring it back to center. Let that bone on the side of the foot go down. Interlace the finger and bring that knee into the shoulder. And then slowly release. Just kind of move it a little bit in and out. All right, we rotate over to the side and we're going to find a twist. So remember, the knees stay aligned with the hips, your spine is tall. You inhale the arms to shoulder height and then go behind you towards the back of your chair and grab the chair on both ends. You got it? Yeah. And then you twist over to the back of the room, looking over your back shoulder. Next breath slowly brings you back. And then fold a little bit forward, bringing the forearms into the leg. Take a deep breath into your back. On the next inhalation, you press yourself up. All right, we got to go and travel all the way to the other side of that chair. Again, hands on the legs. It's going to help you press and sit as tall as you can. Arms come in front of the shoulders, bringing yourself back to the other side. Find the shoulder and look over it. Again, always finding that neutral point to look at. Inhale, slowly unravel the spine. And on the next breath, it's a half forward fold, resting on your forearms, taking a deep breath into the back. And then slowly pressing with your hands, coming back to center. All right, we sit all the way into the back of the chair, getting comfortable for a relaxation. Now, if you prefer to do the relaxation in a sofa, laying down, or a bed if you have a bed nearby, otherwise you can just stay where you are, all the way into the back. Take a moment. Inhale to a count of 4. Now we're going to exhale a little bit longer to a count of 6 or even 8 if possible. Do a few rounds. After the next round, just let the breath be. No need to change the breath at all. Now take a few rounds to watch the breath come and go. Again, breath comes and goes as it pleases, but you do notice every time it comes in at the tip of the nose. And every time that breath leaves the body. Connect to the temperature of the breath. So you might notice the inhale is a little cooler and the exhale is a little bit warmer. Notando la respiración, como cuando inhalamos está un poco más tibio y cuando sale un poquito más caliente. Again, as you do this, try not to control the breath. It's really hard though, because you're paying attention, so you want to control it, but just try your best to let it be. Now, if you're able to stay focused on the breath and you're not letting your mind wander into 100 places, you're good. Continue with that practice. If you're not, if your mind is wandering a lot, it'll wander. That's normal. But if it just continues to take you away, add a word. As you inhale, you're going to say inhale, and you say that to yourself. And as you exhale, you say exhale. And that'll bring you, it's like an anchor into the present moment. Now see if you can notice sounds around you. So down here in Miami, we have the AC running all the time. So connecting to that, maybe if you're up north, it's the heater. Maybe it's a car outside or a pet. Whatever sounds you can find. Notice all the sounds around you, as many as you can find. Now connect to the feet on the floor, that sensation, right? Whether you have shoes or not. Notice that sensation. Maybe it feels cool or warm, rough or soft. Notice the seat on the chair and the back of the legs. Notice the back into the back of the chair. Again, noticing whatever sensation. Is the chair cold? Is it warm? Is it rough? Is it soft? Whatever is going on there. Notice underneath your hands. Are the hands warm or cold? And then if the eyes are not open, can you open your eyes and find a point? Straight ahead, just keep a soft gaze. Now look around the room and find an object. And then find two more objects of the same or similar color. On your next breath, bring your attention back. We'll take a breath together, sealing the class. Inhale and exhale. Taking a moment of gratitude towards yourself for finding the time to connect, to find your yoga practice. You can say your name after Namaste as you thank yourself for coming to practice. Namaste. All right. It's great to see you all and meet some new people. And I wanted to let you know of our special class that we have on Zoom on Saturday. So Carmen and Juan were with us last time. This class is with Dr. Gara, and it's a class for caregivers, but everybody's welcome to come. I take it because she's a psychotherapist, but she's also a yoga therapist. And she's the one that trained all of us, myself, Adam, Dawn. She went to school with Melinda. So she's just a wonderful person. So even if you're not a caregiver, you can always come, or if you have a caregiver, give them the Zoom link. I'm going to send it to you, and just come and take a class if you can. And I think that's the only announcement I have. But yeah, thank you so much. And you can unmute if you need to say anything. I'll stop the recording. All right.